In your life and in my life, we're going to have all kind of obstacles, barriers, difficulties in our life. I have a minor in counseling, and I used to do 30 hours of counseling a week. And in doing 30 hours of counseling a week, you very quickly begin to see patterns. And one of the things that I realized is that people who give up are usually beat up with what I call the 4 R's. So if you'll allow me in this lesson on overcoming instead of being overcome, I want to talk to you about the 4 R's. I'm going to give them to you now. The first 2 R's basically deal with ourselves, and they're what I call the inside issues of our own life. Number 1 is regret. I run into a lot of people that are filled with regret. Boy, I wish I wouldn't have done this. I wish I would have done this. Oh, I missed that opportunity back there. The second R is resentment. There are an awful lot of people that hold an awful lot of resentment within their lives, and those are both what I call the inside issues. What I mean by that is that if you're going to overcome them, you don't have to look toward anyone else. You're going to have to do that on your own. That's an inside job that has to be handled. Now, the second 2 R's, number 3 and number 4, they come from the outside. The third R is resistance. Whether it's a parent whose children are resisting their values, or a salesperson that the customer is resisting their product, we all come up against a certain amount of resistance in life. And the fourth R is rejection. What happens when whatever we share isn't accepted? Okay. So those are the 4 R's that I want to talk to you about. And if you'll allow me in this overcoming lesson, I'm going to just take them one at a time. Let's talk first of all about regret, okay? And in your notes, Catherine Mansfield said, regret is an appalling waste of energy. You can't build on it. It's only good for wallowing in. You see, regret results into 2 things. And the wallowing that Catherine Mansfield is talking about is the first thing that regret results into, and that is self-pity. When a person is filled with self-pity, very seldom can they accomplish very much in their life. Eugene Peterson is one of my favorite authors. And I'm reading now from his book, Earth and Altar. Pity is one of the noblest emotions available to human beings. Self-pity is possibly the most ignoble. Pity is the capacity to enter into the pain of another in order to do something about it. Self-pity is the incapacity, a crippling emotional disease that severely distorts our perception of reality. Pity discovers the need in others for love and healing, and then fashions speech and action that brings strength. Self-pity reduces the universe to a personal wound that is displayed as proof of significance. Pity is adrenaline for acts of mercy, and self-pity is a narcotic that leaves its addicts wasted and derelict. What happens when we regret is that we have a tendency to feel sorry for ourselves and wallow in self-pity. The second result of regret is guilt. There are many times that because of regret, we feel very guilty. People that have high regret in their life don't have a great grip on what life is all about. When I hear a parent say, boy, if I would have just done better raising my child, and I look at the parent and I say, you don't understand. You're not going to do great raising the child. I didn't do great raising my children. I mean, I did my best, but my best isn't great. You just look back and you just say, wow, I wish I'd have been more patient here. I wish I could have seen it through their eyes on this issue. And what happens is that we get this idea somehow that we can live a perfect life, and so therefore we allow ourselves to regret things that we shouldn't be regretting, not because we would want to change it or do it better or whatever. It's because that's what life is, and at that moment, that's what we knew. That's all we had. That was our journey of the process of life itself. So our response to our past mistakes must be twofold. Number one, we need to learn from them. The most important lessons I've ever learned were out of my mistakes in life. And number two is we need to let them go. And one is as important as the other. We need to learn from them to grow. Now hang on. We need to learn from them to grow. We need to let them go so we can continue our journey. So many people, they stop their journey at the depot of regret. And they never continue, they never press on, they never reach their level, only because they keep saying, but I want to go back when we can't, okay? One of my favorite poems that I memorized many years ago. Though we cannot go back and make a brand new start, my friend, anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. The second R is resentment. And the chip on your shoulder can become a very heavy load. You do not have power to stop the negative stuff that can happen to you. We do not have within our own ability to form life in such a way that everything in life treats us very kindly and very fairly. So what I learned was that I had to take control of what I could control. And what I can't control is other people and other situations. What I can control is me. So I can't always control what you will do to me, but I can control how I'll respond to what you do to me. I can't always control how you'll think about a difficult situation, but I can control how I will think about you in that difficult situation. And the moment that I understood that I held within myself the power to control the inside issues, and I want to say something, the inside issues are the important issues of life. Out of it come the essence of life. Let me give you some things resentment does. Number one, resentment hurts us more than it hurts others. Number two, it causes us to focus on the wrong things. It represents a lot of wasted energy, which is number three. It drains us of needed energy. So how do we remove resentment from our life or from the life of someone else? How do we remove resentment? Number one, admit the problem. If you've got that problem in your life, admit it. Number two, add value to those above and below you. One of the greatest ways to overcome resentment is to begin to add value to other people, especially the people that you perhaps are jealous of or resent. If you add value to those above you, that'll take care of the resentment problem. If you add value to those below you, it'll take care of the pride problem. Number three, appreciate your gifts and uniqueness. Appreciate the very fact that you are an original copy. And you're not supposed to be like someone else, and they're not supposed to be like you, and what is success to them may not be success to you. Number four, accept your limitations. Accept the very fact that there are certain things in life that you or I will not be able to do. And number four, ask a friend to help you. Because if you could ask a friend around you to help you, it's awesome, the added value that'll give you.